I wanna sing my song. I just wanna run and not be gone too long, 'cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream. No one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming.
Online in the chat, please say hi so we can appreciate your virtual presence. And those of you in the room, I love to see your smiling faces. So thank you for being here. So the gathering is recorded. It'll be available online. And we have a super duper wonderful service for you today. So our guest speaker is Dr. Reverend Raymond Anderson, who has a fabulous talk for us today. Hey, Dr. Ray. Lynn Hollyfield is our very own super talented musician, and she's offering her music today with the pop-up choir. So that will be fantastic, an extra treat. Looking forward to that. And I'd like to welcome Lynn to the stage. And is the choir coming with you? Or? All right, fantastic. Here we go.
Okay, so let's see, is this on? Mic on? Yes, so we're going to sing our opening song, Now We Are Gathered, by Noel Guinness? McGinnis? And if you're able, please stand and sing with us. The words will be on screen, I think. And welcome the pop-up choir. We're going to take it slow, okay? Now we are gathered within the harmony of the creation that sings in you and me, making us one, opening hearts and mind, leaving care behind, giving away to the flow of life divine, keeping us one. One in the spirit that calls us together again. One in the presence that hallows the moments we share here and then. For us to bless our way.
All right, thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Pop-Up Choir. How lovely, what a wonderful way to start our gathering today. And let's just take a breath together and breathe in the power, the resonant power of that music that speaks not to our mind, but also to our soul. And speaking of soul, let's take a look at our vision statement. We're looking. Is that going to come up online, the vision statement? It's coming. All visions take time, right? Here we go. So together, let's repeat our vision. Awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And so feel that magnificence. That's just not a theory. That's you. As I look at you, I see magnificence. So feel into the power of the magnificence, which is who you truly are. In this moment, in this room, wherever you are. Feel into it and know the truth of it. And take a breath. And I'd like to read you a prayer, poem, a prayer, they're kind of one and the same, that has meant a lot to me over the last 15 years when Tim Perez, one of our members here, read it and then gave me a copy. And it's called Your Needs Met. It's by Jack Addington. And I'm going to read it slowly, so after each line, just let the words resonate deeply and just feel into it at a soul level. So here we go. Your needs met. God is the only power in my life. Nothing from without can touch the perfect life of God within me. No past experience has power over me. I am a perfect child of God. And nothing that anyone has ever done or said can interfere with my divine inheritance. The power of God is greater than any circumstance in my life. The strength of God is mine to use. Turning from all feelings of inadequacy, I discover that all I need is within me right now. As I forgive the past, and I do forgive the past, I find I have nothing to atone for, nothing to run away from, nothing to feel guilty about, nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to be afraid that people might find out about me. Casting off the old me, turning the page, I discover my true self. I take dominion in my life. Old habits have no power over me. Conditions have no power over me. Personalities have no power over me. I take dominion. I am whole. I am free. I am complete. Now and forevermore. And join with me in saying, and so it is. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I just read that and I feel stronger and clearer and, ready to tackle life, and any setbacks or any frustrations kind of, aren't that important anymore. So, there are practitioners here in the room, and after service, you are more than welcome to ask them, Reverend Faith and Jen, to pray with you in our prayer room. And also online, you can go online, or you can fill out a prayer card on our website, or fill out a card here asking for prayer, and the prayer committee will pray for you. And it's a powerful, lovely thing to do. Okay, let's hear the lovely, amazing pop-up choir and Lynn Hollifield again.
Okay, we're going to share, this is a beautiful song. It's an old folk song by Tom Paxton called Peace Will Come. So if you're familiar with it, please sing with us.
Peace will come. Let it begin with me. We need peace. Let it begin with me. Oh, my own life, all I control. Oh, let my life be lived for the good of my soul. Let it bring peace, sweet peace. Peace will come. Let it begin with me. We need peace. Let it begin with me. Oh, my own life is all I can hold to control. Oh, let my life be lived for the good of my soul. Let it bring peace. Peace will come. Let it begin with me. Peace. Peace will come. Let it begin with me. Let it begin with me. Let it begin with me.
Pop-ups, another round of applause. Got a new band here emerging. Going to be on the top 40. Look out, you're going to hear them on popular radio any day now. So. All right, well, here's the next thing that we need to do, and it is one of my favorite parts of the service, our community greetings. So what do we got to do? You got to stand up. Look at someone next to you or behind you or in front of you. Find another friendly face and say to that person, I see the divine light in you. And then say to each other, you are looking good. You got to be looking good with the divine light in you. Come on. All right. And yeah, give them a hug too. Give them a little hug. You know, this is a moment of namaste, and if you're online, feel the love is here for you too. I see the divine within you. Namaste. So to everyone. Okay, isn't that wonderful? This is why we're here. This is to build community, to build connection, and to see and feel that divine light that's in each other, and the collective light that we bring together. So, speaking of divine light, how about a Ray? How about a Reverend Dr. Raymond Anderson? I'd like to introduce Reverend Ray. He is, of course, as many of you know and have known for, I guess, 15 years, Ray. You've been coming here something long time. An amazing speaker, an amazing visionary, and he speaks not just from, he's got a lot of knowledge up there, a lot of knowing, but he speaks even deeper from the soul, and we hear from that level, and we're changed, because change happens at a soul level, it really does. So, and Reverend Ray, I did not know, and I'm pleased to announce that he is the creator of EKG. Not the electrocephalogram that measures your brain waves, I'm thinking, but something even better, embodied knowingness of God. How powerful is that? So he's going to tell us about that. He wrote a book about that, just came out. It says your EKG, I think it's at Amazon. All right. So we are looking forward to hearing about these spiritual concepts and how we can put them into our life. So we're not just being theoretical, but we're actually being, like you, a mystic in the marketplace. So warm welcome for Dr. Reverend Raymond.
Thank you so very much, Harrison, and all namaste and greetings, Celebration Center, family and friends. It is great to be with you as always. Yes, you are looking good, great, grand, and gorgeous. And put it on your calendars now, because I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in person next month. Be ready to go out and eat and chat and laugh, because Reverend Faith is always cracking jokes. And well, okay, so it's me. Okay. Anyhow, be ready. Be ready. So before I jump into this concept of doubt as devotion, yes, Harrison is correct. I just completed my third book, EKG, Embodied Knowingness of God, and it is a modern day re-edit, remix of Emmett Fox's book, Mental Equivalence, bringing it to a more modern audience to address things today that weren't even in his consciousness as things. Same thing for the chapter 17 of the Science of Mind textbook, where Dr. Holmes talks about mental equivalence. It's an updated, more relevant, more embodied application of what it means to have a mental equivalent. And I specifically break down 4 pillars, because it's not just what we think that changes our life. Our thoughts, all of the things, beliefs, imagination, all of that stuff, how we communicate, all of that stuff, emotions and feelings, how all of that stuff makes us feel, and then how it motivates us to act. All 4 of these need to be in alignment with the same energy in order for, there you go. Okay, so with that, drum roll. Today we are talking about doubt as devotion. How questioning, how asking questions got me kicked out of church many times. Anyhow, how asking questions is actually an act of love. It's an act of sacredness. So there is doubt that is life affirming, meaning it encourages and nurtures life. And there is doubt that is non-life affirming, meaning it subtracts from, it withdraws, it takes energy away from. So it's important to be mindful. Doubt in and of itself is not a bad thing. So we close this month's theme, divine doubt, by bringing doubt, divine doubt, into our conversation of what it means to become and to love in a more transformative way. So when we take these 3 things together, doubt, becoming, and loving, we are able to chart a new pathway through divine expression where we're able to embody and apply the universal processes of creation. Pull up the Science of Mind textbook for a moment. In case you haven't ever read this, I suggest you do. But on page 280, Dr. Holmes says something. Prayer does something to the mind of the one praying. It does not do something to God. The eternal gift is always made. The gift of God is the nature of God. The eternal givingness. God cannot help making the gift because God is the gift. Put that in, but hold on to that. Little further down, he says, how much life can any one person experience? As much as they embody. He didn't say as much as you think about, as much as you do affirmations about, as much as you hold on to your crystal about, as he said, as much as you embody. To embody something means you become it. Now, with that, go back to, if God is the gift, God is the infinite givingness of life to all as itself, and you are an individualized expression of God, then you too must be the gift. You too must be an individualized expression of the givingness of life to all. Breathe. Because I know for us, sometimes that's a lot to take in. Wait a minute. It's a lot, right? It's recognizing that, as you said, you look good. You know what? As a divine expression of God, I do look good. Because as Emma Curtis Hopkins said, my God is my good. And if I am a divine expression of God, how could I look anything other than good and great and grand and gorgeous? Now I know you may doubt that. Yeah, the doubt, divine. Okay, you may doubt that, and that's great because it puts you in a place to be like Sherlock Holmes in your life, to be Columbo, where you now explore. Follow the breadcrumbs, not to where Hansel and Gretel went though, but follow the breadcrumbs, follow the evidence, follow the divine fingerprints to the place that shows you that that is the truth of your being. It's the truth of your being. So whatever it is that we doubt, you know, Jen told me that this science of mind spiritual treatment thing would actually help me find a job. I don't believe spiritual mind treatment will do that. I doubt. To which Jen says, cool, I'm glad you doubt. even if you doubt me. Now is your invitation to scientifically put it to practice. How else do we experience anything? You know, Reverend Faith gave me this recipe book, and there's this recipe in here for chocolate souffle. But I doubt that I can actually make it and have it taste as good as hers did. To which Reverend Faith says, do it. Put the ingredients together, mix them, stir them, fluff them, bake it, and it didn't work. That do it again, 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 until such time as I've embodied the recipe. I got it memorized in body, mind, and spirit. I know exactly how much chocolate, what kind of chocolate, how much butter, how much vanilla. I know. And when I get used to doing it, it shows up. Does that not work for everything? Learning a new language. You know, I don't, that whole Japanese thing, I don't know. Okay, fine. Where the Japanese? Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Okay, let me listen to Japanese speakers speak. Konnichiwa. 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 And you practice and you practice and you wax on, wax off, and you practice until, oh, konnichiwa. Genki desu ka? Oh, genki desu. It flows. While Lynn is a master of this thing called music, I don't think Lynn was born like Athena, fully grown, guitar in hand, and music. I don't think so. I think Lynn was born as a baby. And then Lynn grew up and picked up a guitar, and natural innate ability, because Lynn is the giftedness of God gifting itself music, that Lynn learned how and practiced how. So when Dr. Holmes says there is no one who believes more in faith, more in prayer, or more in the necessity of the divine will being done than someone who practices daily the science of mind. Someone who practices the science of mind is demonstrating faith. They're demonstrating divine will, creative process. They are demonstrating it. They're not just talking about it. Keep in mind, remember when Dr. Holmes did the Sermon by the Sea and he said, show me 1,000 people who blah, 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 who know what religious science is, who practice it and live it as a way of life, who have embodied it, and I will then live to see a new heaven and a new earth. In other words, a world that works for all. So to what degree are we truly embodying the teaching? Dr. Holmes says, faith is a faculty of the mind that fits or finds its highest expression in the, I'm going to say this word because I know a lot of us are like, we're not religious, we're spiritual. But Dr. Holmes said, faith is a faculty of the mind. Slow down, Ray. Breathe. You be happy you're with them, but breathe. Faith is a faculty of the mind that finds its highest expression in the religious attitude, but always the person who has faith in their own ability to accomplish far more than the one who has confidence in themselves. Those who have great faith have great power. When we truly embody faith and live from it, then we understand that we don't simply have faith. Faith has us. We don't simply believe in God or have the faith in God. We now have the faith of God. We live, move, and have our beingness as a divine demonstration of faith. As Renita Weems once said, whatever spirituality is, it is not something to be discovered. It is something to be recovered. Something that we at one time or another misplaced. We put it somewhere. We were taught to be sinners and broken, and you're fat and you're skinny and you're ugly and you're stupid and so we misplaced our sacredness. And now we are being invited to recover moment by moment. You know, Terry taught this class last year, and I thought I got it, but why am I still, man, Engie taught this workshop last year, and like I just knew I had, but rediscover and rediscover and rediscover until such time as I got it. I know it. Just like there was a time we learned how to tie our shoelaces. And, you know, mom, dad, Nana, somebody, pop taught us how to tie our shoelaces. And we were like, I thought I understood. I thought I got it, but I don't have it, pop. And so we do it again and we do it again until such time as we can have a conversation while tying our shoes. I don't even have to look at my shoelaces. Are we doing the same thing with our spirituality, with our faith? Doing it until such time as I don't have to think about prayer. I am it. I don't have to think about faith. I am it. I don't have to think about God. I am it. Breathe. This is our invitation to be mindful of what does it mean to be devoted and to practice devotion. To what degree are we devoted to love? To what degree are we devoted to self-love, sacred self-worth? Are we devoted to that? Or do we just brush it off? When someone gives us a compliment, we brush it off because we cannot receive the praise. When Harrison said the affirmation, "You look good," and we said it, but how many inside felt, I mean, if I lost another 5 pounds, or, you know, if my hair wasn't so gray, I mean, I don't have hair, but if my hair wasn't so gray or whatever, was there an inner thing that tried to brush off the sacred mantra of truth? I look good. To what degree are we devoted to showing up in, through, and as? And part of this means ask questions. Ask questions. Whatever the questions may be. See, one of the things I love, and I usually do it various times on social media, is ask me anything. As long as it's respectful, ask me anything. Anything you want to know. Q&A with Reverend Dr. Ray. That's what it's called. Ask, in the things people ask, boggle the mind. But when we ask, we learn. He who does not question, the individual that does not question, does not learn. So we ask, how does spiritual mind treatment work? What about when prayer doesn't give what I've prayed about? What do you believe about Jesus? Where does evil come from? How am I supposed to create a world that works for all? Ask the questions and be willing to not have an answer right away. Spirituality is not about put the thing in the microwave, hit 60 seconds and ding, enlightenment. Because enlightenment is not a one and you're done. Enlightenment is a process like breathing. Enlightenment is a way of being present and aware, even in the midst of, I don't know, but I'm willing to know. I am open to knowing. So to what degree are we willing to question and ask the difficult questions? What does it mean for me to not have faith in God, but have the faith of God? What does it mean for me to be faith? What does it mean for me to recognize in the Hebrew tradition there is Om Tat Sat? That's the Sanskrit translation. I am that I am. And in the Hebrew translation, I was told by a rabbi many years ago that it's more akin, rather than I am that I am, it's more akin to I am that which is, the infinite and eternal, and is ever becoming more of what it is as myself. Are we willing to embody that? Are we willing to ask the questions that move us into a greater awareness of what that is? For those of us who may not be familiar with The Matrix, there's a scene in The Matrix where Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne's character, is teaching Neo, or Mr. Anderson, Keanu Reeves' character, and he's telling him, don't think you are, know you are. Because when you know you are, it changes what you do. When what you are being is anchored and grounded and solid, then it changes the doing. Someone who thinks about doing music is different than someone who is being a musician, being a singer, being a minister, being a chef, being a parent. Is very different than theorizing about it. I'm theorizing about an opus. You don't hear anything, do you? No, because I'm theorizing about it. I'm thinking about faith. I'm thinking about prayer. Cool, but when do you live faith? When do you live prayer? So let's ask ourselves, what do I doubt? Do I doubt that I can have a happier life? Do I doubt that I can have the love that I desire? Do I doubt that there is an after this thing called life? Do I doubt? What do I doubt? Go to it. Knock on that door. Familiar with the phrase? Knock and it shall be open. Seek and ye shall find. Ask and it shall be granted unto you. There's a passage in the Bible that says, you have not because you pray amiss. You pray with the wrong motivation. Amiss, motivation. So what is our motivation? Why do we attend a center for spiritual living? What motivates us to become practitioners and ministers? What motivates the pop-up choir to be a pop-up choir? What is the motivation that makes us realize how good we look? So that when we run into the doubt, whatever it may be, we can doubt things happening in politics. We can doubt things that are going on with our body. We can doubt whatever it is. But go there. It is not the enemy. Doubt, when done from a place of is actually one of the greatest gifts we can grant ourselves and the world. Because what we are saying is, I don't know, but I want to know, and I'm willing to find out. That's what mathematicians do and scientists. They're like, I'm going to mix this into here and stir it and poof, there's fire. I don't know why, but I just made green fire. I think it's poisonous, right? They experiment with chemicals and numbers. Artists experiment with pigments and brushstrokes. Musicians experiment with notes and chords. Are we experimenting with the divine word of God as God? Are we experimenting with where do I apply my amen? Are we experimenting and exploring what it truly means to be a divine incarnation of the all that is? Which once again means be present to. Where do I doubt? What do I doubt? Now let me go there. Let me go to the place. You know, there's that passage, Some go to where angels fear to tread. Go to that place where, because I don't know. I don't have answers, because the Western consciousness wants us to have answers for everything. The colonized mind says, you should know, you should have the answers. What do you mean you don't know? Aren't you the minister? Security, right? But go to that place where, that's a good question. I need to sit with it. And knowing that my answer on Monday may change on Wednesday because I'm not the same person. I have grown, I have evolved, I have changed, I have shifted. I learned something new Tuesday that I didn't know Monday that now changed my awareness for Wednesday. Be willing, be open. Ride the wave of consciousness, knowing that life, the one mind God, is not a static energy. It is ever moving. And when we choose to, we move not just with it, but we move as it. Breathe. You look good. You look great. You look grand, and you look gorgeous. Because you are God. And so it is.
We're going to share, it's one of my favorite New Thought songs, Everything I Need to Know by Linda Webb Kakaba. Everything I need to know about what lies before me, everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to do about what lies before me, everything I need to do about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to see about what lies before me, everything I need to see about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need for strength about what lies before me, everything I need for strength about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me in the mind of God within me. Shaker solo. Everything I need for peace about what lies before me, everything I need for peace about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me, is available to me through the mind of God within me.
Breathe that in. How beautiful. What a beautiful message. And let us thank Dr. Reverend Ray for a wonderful, inspiring talk. So a round of applause. Doesn't he make it so personal? Doesn't he kind of just bring you in, his expressions and his examples? And what a great topic, you know. Let's see doubt as something that aids our evolution. So I love that kind of reframing. So thank you, Dr. Ray. So, let's just tune in with love, tune in with the light that's being enlivened here with each other. And I know we don't have any new people, but Joel, do you want to stand up and say hi to the group? Because probably most of the people here don't know you that well. Is there something you'd like to say?
I was here last week to reintroduce myself. I've been associated with the center for many, many years, actually. It's just, I show up a little while, and then I disappear for a long time, and then I show up again. You just never know when I'll pop up. I even show up for choir, so surprises.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you, Joel, for showing up. Do you get the newsletter? Oh, good. All right, we got you there. So if you would like the newsletter online, you're online, you can go and send us, you can go to the QR code. Is there a QR code up? Great. QR code, and through our website, you can contact us, and we'll send you this fabulous newsletter that Stephanie Snow, who's that person, puts together every week and sends out. Lots of good information there. And this is the time in our service for our gift and offerings. And as a community, you'll be glad to know this center donates 10% of its income to worthy causes. And you can support that, and we do so much appreciate everyone that supports that through your gifts and your offerings to us. And even your presence. Your presence is a gift. Your love is a gift. Just being here in the room is a wonderful gift, and we're grateful for that. So grateful. So, how can you donate? Well, there's a basket over there at the table. That's one way. Or you can go online and go visit our website and click the QR code. You can go to the code here that's up on the screen and donate that way. And or you can mail your gift in, and the center's address is on our website, celebrationcenter.org. So, take another breath. As Reverend Ray keeps telling us, breathe, slow down, feel the moment, and let's read our affirmation together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And I want to just say, you know, we were talking about this, Stephanie and I, on the way over, and this little center, I mean, it really is a divine light. And I see people come here, even if they don't stay forever, they seem to leave with more than they came. You know, there seems to be a blessing power in this room. So I want to say, you all are a tremendous gift to the world. You know, I claim it, I believe it, I know it's true. Amen. Yeah, amen. All right. So let's now, really the great time in our service, we're going to have announcements. It's so exciting. Next Sunday, June 7th, we have 3 stupendously great events, not just one, but 3. So the first event, Reverend Faith is going to come up and tell us about, because it's going to be fantastic. Reverend Faith.
Thank you. Last week I talked about starting again and thinking about something new, and Reverend Ray very artfully led us through expecting something new and going for it. I also talked about our declaration of principles, which is called What We Believe, that's in every Science of Mind magazine and on websites, and how I had rewritten what I believe. And it was time for me to reinvigorate what I believe now, because times have changed and I've changed. And Reverend Ray made that clear. So thank you, Reverend Ray, for that powerful message of let's upgrade to something new. So the people who were here last week went home with a paper with the Declaration of Principles on it, and then a place on the other side to write what I believe. And I find this very powerful in my practices in the morning. And next Sunday, several people said, I want a discussion group about this. I want to know what everyone else believes. I want to know if these are true. So next Sunday, 10 o'clock, I'm going to invite you to be here by 9:45, and I'm going to try to have coffee and brownies or cookies or something for you as a reward for being here. And we will meet probably in the room back here and discuss what you have come up with. And even if you haven't done that, even if you haven't done the exercise, you can come and listen, and maybe it will prompt you to write down what you believe. So please join us next week, 9:45 for early birds, 10 o'clock we start the discussion. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Reverend Faith. That sounds fantastic, because I realize the beliefs I don't even know about are the ones that really run me. So an investigation into that would be, I think, quite powerful. So what do you really believe down there? The other event number 2, Sunday's going to be a triple header. If you come the whole day, it's going to be like a spiritual retreat, is the fabulous Nellie Law. Now, if you've ever been to one of her talks, she's a spiritual powerhouse, no doubt about it. And I leave enlivened and with love and connection, and I think, if you come, you will too. So hope to see you there with Nellie. Third fantastic event, after the service, 12:15 or so, we'll have our monthly healing group that's online and in person. And if you've ever been to one of our healing groups, there's healing that takes place. So, and it doesn't have to be, something major. It can just be, wow, I feel filled with life and love, and I am ready to live my life fully. So come and join us for that. We also have a Tuesday healing group online that's really getting more powerful every time we meet, and you can find the information about that online at our website. Okay, let's have a little more of this fantastic pop-up music that is so enlivening.
Harrison, thank you for giving us our new name. The pop, Lynn and the pop-ups, yeah. This is going to be my claim to fame here. So I hope you'll stand up and sing with us. We're going to do our closing song, Let There Be Peace on Earth by Jill Jackson and Cy Miller. That was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So don't go away, don't go away. Let's keep our circle. Let's bring the circle in a little bit. Come on in and let's create a bigger circle. Can you guys get in the circle? Yeah. So the circle must be unbroken, right? So this has been a fabulous gathering. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Dr. Reverend Ray Anderson. Thank you for everyone being here together, and the love and the light and the field that is beyond wrong making and right making that Rumi talked about. That field is here. That field is you. That field is us together in this oneness, in this place of beauty and joy and peace. And so breathing that in, I invite you to repeat after me. Life is beautiful.
Life is beautiful.
And I'm living it now.
And I'm living it now.
Amen.
Amen.
Woohoo!